Hello world. Today, I'm going to do something very shocking to a lot of people. And if you're new here and this is your first time seeing me, just pretend that this is a really big deal. I am going to become what I hate. Just for this one video, and that is a elitist. A person who literally thinks they're better than everyone else all because they do one thing different than everyone else. They pride themselves on being different on something that doesn't really matter at the end of the day. And realistically, absolutely no one cares that you know this much information about something or you're doing this differently. But I feel like someone really needs to stand up and say this to a bunch of people, and if that person has to be me, well, I've been in this position before, so this is not really anything new for Lua to the Moon. Yes, I know, I'm very brave, I'm awesome, I'm cool, and today I am talking about people drinking coffee wrong. So I think all of us know what coffee is, and I am someone who's a very big enjoyer of coffee, mainly for the taste of it. I just like coffee flavor, anything, whether that's being ice cream, cake. I mean, I'm pretty sure someone can make like a coffee flavor mint, and I'll just be hounding them down. I just like coffee flavor stuff. I just think it tastes really good. Easily has to be one of the most top 10 creations that humans has ever made. Although I don't really think humans made coffee. I'm pretty sure that's like nature that ended up doing that, so top 10 things that nature ever made. But humans did make coffee machine. It's probably on the same tier of like fat art. It is just a beautiful creation. But either way, I think we all know that a lot of people make coffee a big part of their morning routine because of caffeine, which is the one part of coffee which I absolutely hate. I just don't like caffeine or just anything that gives me like an artificial boost. It just makes me feel really uncomfortable. So I kind of just really like drinking stuff like decaf or coffee flavored things that have no caffeine in it. But if you like the caffeine, completely understandable, you do you. But coffee is very important for a lot of people's morning routine, and when a lot of people go and get their good old cup of joe, they'll usually go by cafes. Places like Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, just insert any cafe around your area. And when people do this, most people will order these absolute disgusting monstrosities at the beginning of the day. So if you guys don't know what's going on, for the past couple of days, when I decide to go on TikTok trying to find something goofy to talk about, I will just get recommended these absolutely disgusting videos of people making these gross abominations that they like to call coffee. So let me go and show you one. Now, what I think is crazy about this is that people will order this in the morning, and there's barely any coffee in it. The majority of it is like creamer and sugar, and then they have like a little bit of coffee on top. And I'm just here to say, if you're anyone who drinks coffee like this, you are just doing it completely wrong. You are not drinking coffee, you're basically just drinking sugar water. I was never really that much a fan of these like extremely big lattes and stuff and like these super sweet things. I was like back then when I was younger, but I was a kid. Okay, we all know what's like the palate of a kid. You put sugar on anything and they're automatically going to say it's good. But you know, the more I grow up and my taste buds mature and I become a very bona fide adult inside of this amazing society that we live inside of. Well, I wouldn't really say amazing, but in this society that we live inside of, I ended up using less and less sweetener every time I decide to go and make coffee, and I ended up enjoying the taste of just the pure bitterness of coffee on its own. Now, I haven't reached a point yet where I just completely drink black coffee, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to reach that point eventually. That's going to be my end goal. But the less stuff you use, the more you realize the beautiful taste of coffee, and the more I just absolutely despise people who do stuff like this. Just fill it to the brim with these sugars and sweet, just absolutely ruin it. Like, you're not even drinking coffee at that point, you're basically just drinking sugar water and candy. And I think it's crazy that, like, there will be people who drink this every single day. Like, every single time when they wake up in the morning, they have to go and get their cup of joe, and their coffee is filled to the brim with stuff like this. Which, there are so much things wrong with you drinking this every single day. I think the most obvious factor is that, that much sugar probably isn't really that good for your body that early in the morning. It's 11 o'clock, 8 a.m. You're getting ready to go to a job that you probably don't enjoy, and you're dousing your body in this much sugar. That can lead to, like, bad stuff, like, diabetes, obesity. And I know I shouldn't really be the one talking about, like, people's diet, mainly because I don't really have that much of a good diet. I mean, I do think my diet is better than the average person, but that's not really that hard to beat, like, the average person's diet, especially in Western society. That is something that is very easy to do, and a thing that's not really that much of an accomplishment. But either way, these are just more videos that I'm seeing, and I absolutely hate this. If you are someone watching this video and you drink coffee like this, you have issues. You are drinking coffee wrong, and you are gross, and you are disgusting, and I truly hope you grow up out of your ways, and you realize the horrors that you're doing to yourself. And I really hope you get a refined taste palette and actually learn the beauty of coffee itself. I recommend, if you're someone who actually wants to drink good coffee, you find an actual good coffee brand. Because, if you, like, actually drink coffee not filled to the brim with sugar, you realize that your coffee brand really matters. I mean, some of them are just really poo-poo garbage. I can't really give recommendations because I have no idea where you live around the world watching this video. So, that's something that you need to do yourself. And two, just start with, like, having, like, 2 sugars and a little bit of milk, okay? And then when you start with that, you can, like, work your way down and start drinking real coffee the right way. Anyway, that's it. My name is Lua. I'm done being an elitist. This is just the thing I had to yap about. You have a good day or night.